Bacardi Jackson never announced herself. She didn't post countdowns. She didn't soft launch a brand. She didn't ask permission. She showed up, cooked clean food, got paid, and left before the compliments could get sentimental. Los Angeles has always been full of noise. Everyone selling a dream, everyone building a concept, everyone explaining themselves to death. Bacardi had learned early that the people with real leverage don't talk much. They let the work speak, and they leave before the room gets comfortable. She trained properly. No shortcuts, no cosplay. Real kitchens, real pressure, real standards. The kind of places where silence meant you were doing your job right and yelling meant you were about to get fired. She learned timing before flavor, restraint before flourish. Food wasn't about ego, it was about control. Her reputation didn't come from social media. It came from word of mouth that never hit the internet. One kitchen led to another. One referral turned into a private residence. One night turned into a contract. Wealthy people talk. They talk quietly, but they talk. And when they trust someone, they keep them close. She cooked for people whose homes had panic rooms and wine cellars deeper than some restaurants. People whose kitchens were pristine because they never cooked in them. Athletes, music executives, people who didn't need to say who they were because everyone else already knew. Bacardi never flinched. She didn't ask for photos. She didn't name drop. She didn't overstay. She cooked, plated, reset the kitchen, and disappeared. That world taught her two things. First, excellence is invisible when done correctly. Second, money respects discipline more than charisma. But private kitchens are still borrowed spaces. No matter how luxurious, they belong to someone else. Bacardi wanted ownership. She wanted something that answered to her schedule, her standards, her decisions. So she stepped backward on purpose. She didn't open a restaurant. She didn't chase investors. She didn't crowdfund a fantasy. She bought a tent, a griddle, and exactly what she needed, nothing more. A single smash patty, cheese, Japanese potato pancakes, chips. East meets West without explanation. The menu was small because waste is expensive and ego is inefficient. Pop-ups are romanticized by people who don't run them. Bacardi ran hers like a business, not a vibe. 2 days a week, sometimes 3, never more. She didn't burn herself out chasing volume. She chased consistency. Same setup, same teardown, same execution. No signage screaming for attention, no mascots, no gimmicks. People found her because the food traveled faster than the marketing. She learned the rhythm of the street, the way crowds swell, the way silence signals closing time, the way discipline keeps margins alive. She closed early on purpose. Scarcity wasn't strategy, it was self-respect. While others spent money trying to look bigger, Bacardi stacked cash quietly. She tracked everything, every ingredient, every hour, every dollar. No lifestyle creep. No, we'll figure it out later. Later is expensive. She said no more than she said yes. Bad locations? No. Messy partnerships? No. Long contracts with unclear upside? Absolutely not. Some people mistook her calm for hesitation. They were wrong. Bacardi didn't rush because she already knew where she was going. The truck came last. By the time she bought it, the truck wasn't a dream. It was a tool. And it wasn't themed like the pop-up. The pop-up was an incubator, a proof of concept, something that could be sold, licensed, or handed off if it made sense. The truck was different. Clean lines, neutral design, adaptable. A platform, not a personality. It could serve high-end events one night and feed a production crew the next morning without changing its posture. Production companies notice quickly. Film and television don't care about hype. They care about reliability, timelines, health codes, consistency. Bacardi spoke their language without trying to impress them. She showed up early. She fed people well. She didn't miss cues. Crew members remembered. So did producers. Soon her truck wasn't parked on random corners. It was parked between grip trucks and video villages, feeding people who worked 14-hour days and didn't have time for nonsense. She adjusted menus based on call sheets, budgets, and dietary needs, without losing quality. That's where she became dangerous. Because she wasn't just cooking anymore, She was solving problems. Bacardi Jackson became a quiet fixture, a known quantity, the kind of operator people requested without knowing her last name. No press, no merch, no hype cycle, just steady demand. She didn't expand recklessly. She didn't franchise prematurely. She didn't chase trends that didn't serve her margins. She built leverage. And leverage, when handled properly, compounds. Today, you'll still see her truck at night sometimes, parked under city lights. No crowd, no spectacle, just presence. The kind that doesn't need to announce success because it's already been accounted for. People tell her she should tell her story more. She smiles slightly when they say that. Because the truth is, the story already did what it needed to do. And Bacardi Jackson? She's already on to the next move quietly.